Hello and welcome to Street Famous Photoshop tutorials number 3. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to give the type of Dave Hill effect. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other PSD and kind of like this look. It's a street grudge type thing. A lot of people like it. Some people actually don't like it, but it's your preference. You can also clean up pictures with this method and make images look fabulous, especially if you're a photographer. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do first is, of course, name our first layer. We need to stay organized. New Photoshop. People that are getting into Photoshop, when they're new to it, they don't understand that being organized is must. It's a must. For myself, I've worked with documents that were between 15,000 and 35,000. I think was the most layers I worked with, and it gets ridiculous as far as finding what's what, and especially if you have a laggy computer, it could be a nightmare. And I've been through it, I can tell you that. Okay, so let's get started. So I named my first layer laced 1. Go ahead and duplicate that layer, whether it's a object or a person, whatever it is that you're going to be working on, you're going to want to duplicate it so you do have the original. Okay, so we do have that. I'm going to rename this to lace 2. I don't really like the copy thing, it bugs me. And also, you don't have to use underscores. If you watch my past videos, I do that, it's just habit. So you don't need to do that. Let's go ahead and turn this one off, and we're going to be working with laced 1, which is the first layer. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is actually go up into image and then adjustments, and we're going to change the brightness and contrast of this image. Now we're going to actually make it lighter. Okay, as it gets lighter, you can actually see the more green in his hair, green in his glasses, and a lot of other things that do need to be touched up. Okay, now we're going to be in this. We'll be working with the dodge tool and the burn tool. The burn tool and the dodge tool are real essential in photography because it gives contrast to every picture. So if you're a photographer, this is a great tutorial for you, and I suggest you follow along and see what you can do with it. So the burn tool is dark, dodge is light. I mean, you're just gonna have to learn that whether you forget or not. Okay, so dodge is dark. Sorry, the burn tool is dark and the dodge is light. Got that confused myself. Sad. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make the darker parts darker and the lighter parts lighter. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. Basically, just give you an idea. I'm not gonna do it perfect. Just to give you the idea, and you can run with however you interpret this, because this is going to be a long tutorial, as YouTube limits me to 10 minutes, and I could easily run into 30-minute tutorial with you guys. So we got to make this fast and get you to understand this as quickly as possible. Also, I would love to see your guys' work. I'm going to actually have a place where you can submit stuff on systemcontrol.com. I actually just got that up tonight, so go check that out. Systemcontrol.com. We'll have all the tutorials, blogs, a whole bunch of stuff, from my clothing line Street Famous to my game I'm actually producing, which is Drag Sport. You can check that out at dragsport.org. And so a big shout out to Lace Gang, Street Famous, all the brothers locked up free. Catch me on Twitter. Twitter.com/streetfamous. Get at me, follow. Okay, basically what I'm doing is making all the dark spots darker, like I said. Now, over exaggerate. And a lot of things you don't want to do that because you can't go back, but with this, you do want to over exaggerate. All the dark spots dark, light spots lighter. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the dodge tool, which is making everything lighter. And also a little tip on your keyboard, instead of actually going up here and adjusting the size of your brush, you're going to use your brackets on your keyboard, which is a lot better. The one on the right bracket, is actually to go bigger. Another one is to make it smaller. Okay, so a little tip there. Usually when you're doing this, you want to zoom in, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to give you the rundown of all this, and then you can act upon it as you wish, whether you use it in a good way or bad way, making shitty graphics, what I hope you're not doing, because that's a disgrace to me, especially if you're learning off my tutorials from the beginning. It's all my fault, but you're learning from the best, so it's okay. But like I said, I am limited with this tutorial or all my videos, and I would like to keep each tutorial in one video, not split them. Okay, but as you can see, it does look a lot better as far as getting all the light and the darker. Reefing Sweets, get at them. That's Diz. Making money for days. Okay. So basically you get the concept. I want you to mess with it, and in the next tutorial I will be showing you how to put it into real life environment. So basically you would get this end result after you actually went and you see the light spots are lighter, dark spots are darker. So we're going to go ahead and look at it in an environment and what it would look like. This is without the cleanup. This is just straight into a background with some shadowing on the bottom, which is easy to do. I will show it in the next tutorial. And also I'm going to get some other tutorials out for you, because some of you don't mess with photos too much. But this concludes our tutorial. Go ahead and check out systemcontrol.com. Big shout out Street Famous, Lace Gang, all my brothers. Alright, get at me at Twitter, Twitter / Street Famous. Follow.